Welcome back to an all-new episode of Construction Secrets with me, David Windsor. I am your host. I'm a general contractor here in Park City, Utah, building luxurious ski homes in this mountain modern town. As always, you can go over to davidwindsor.com to get your free downloadable templates. All I ask in exchange is that you like, subscribe, and share this YouTube channel with your friends. Just started this company about 18 months ago. We've grown fast. We're building multi-million dollars homes in the luxurious town. I come from the commercial world. I worked for the largest contractor in the state of Utah, a multi-billion dollar company. And I went out on my own about 18 months ago and we started this company. And in just 18 months, we've accumulated about $15 million worth of work. So, we're very humble. We're proud. We're excited. We're stressed. We're overwhelmed. We're growing, we're proud, we're grateful, we're all the above, because what we're doing right now in our company it's a lot. We've taken on a lot of projects, and in 18 months, we currently have 7 houses going, 7. And that, we're in a tough time right now. It's 2022, and the bandwidth to get a lot of people on these jobs, if you're in the industry right now, you understand it. It's tough. It's tough to get people out there working, and so we're crunching hard every day to make sure that we get people on our job sites, and sometimes we're having to do that work ourselves, and that's just part of the job. I mean, you're a general contractor, you know the deal, you understand it, you get it. And one of the things I want to talk to you about today is simply just understanding that we are in a time of stress and high anxiety, and there's a lot of hurry up and wait right now. You got clients breathing down your neck. Hey, where's the cabinets? Where's the paint guy? Where's this? Where's that? And you can't get anybody to show up on your job sites. You literally can't get anybody to show up these days. I'm getting shipments, window shipments in from massive companies, $100 million window companies, and the shipments coming in on the truck and half the windows are there. And then I call and half the windows have been lost and they can't find them. They're looking through the warehouse. And meanwhile, I live in a town where it's snowing. We got snow coming in, and every single day we're trying to prep for the snow, and at this time of year, and we're trying to make sure the jobs are buttoned up, and we've planned our jobs accordingly. We've done a good job at it, and now there's no windows in the house, and I can't pass my 4-way inspection so I can get this thing insulated, and I can get the heat on and get this bitch dried in and get all the drywall in. And so these things are happening across the board. And if you're in construction at this time in 2022, 21, 2020, then you get it, you understand, and it's tough, and you got to be proactive, not reactive, because when you become reactive, you become very stressed, and I'm a victim of it as well. But you got to stay ahead of the game. And so how do I do that? One, you take it something as simple as you take a pen and paper and you write down a to-do list. You write down all the things you got to do. You got to figure out on the daily, you got to review that to-do list. And at the end of every single day, you cross out the things you've done and you rewrite the to-do list. I don't leave my office without writing down the next day's to-do list, because it keeps a refreshing thing in your mind, so you're not waking up in the middle of the night or at your house going, shit, I forgot I got to do this. I forgot I got to do this. If you take the time to constantly think about it, but in exchange of that to-do list, you got to think what comes after that. So yes, I am getting the flooring guy there, but what comes next? I got to call the baseboard guy and let him know that the flooring is getting late. It's going to take 4 days. I'm going to need him there in 5 to 6 days. And then after that, what comes after that? I got to call the painter. He's going to start puttying the baseboards. I got to start priming start final paint. I got to, let the cabinet guy know that the floor's down. He's got to come in. You got to constantly be communicating with these subs, because in today's market, you have to be the one getting the most attention from your subs. If you're not getting the most attention from your subs, well, then you are not the one at the top of their list. And one of my subs told us recently that he likes working with us because we pick up the phone every single time and we communicate him what's going on with the job. So if there's something messed up on your job, i.e. you told a sub that, hey, I'm ready for you, you got to be there in 5 days, and you're on day 5 and you realize you're not ready for him, and you don't tell them that till day 5, well, then you wasted that guy's time, because you call him when he could have put something different in his schedule, because you know that someone else is calling him saying, hey, I'm ready for you. And he's saying, sorry, I already am on the books for David. I can't do it. But if you call him on day 2 or 3 and say, hey, I messed up, I'm not going to be ready for you, he knows, trust me, we're in a subcontractor's market right now, and people are busy, and he's got time, he's got people, he can fill that schedule like that. But if you don't give him enough time, he can't. So you got to start pre-planning. It's okay if you're behind schedule. It's okay if you're not ready, but you got to communicate. You got to let people know. You got to pick up their phone call, because like this guy told us, hey, I appreciate that you guys pick up the phone every time. And we have a saying at our company, This is what he told me. They have a saying at their company is no pickup, last on the list. And so we pick up that guy's phone call every time. We pick up everyone's phone call every time because people are busy and it's really hard to get people's attention right now. And so if you're not going to be in a situation, if you don't want to be in a situation where you're being reactive all the time, because let's be honest, reactive is stressful as shit. You get a phone call that something's gone. I'll be right there. You hop in your car, you drive there, you're stressed, fuck. All this stuff happens. You're being reactive to the situation. If you write things down, you communicate with people, and you be proactive, you're constantly communicating with your subs, keeping their attention, letting them know, hey, I'm ready for you in 4 weeks. I'm ready for you in 3 weeks. I'm ready for you in 2 weeks. Hey, I messed up. I'm actually ready for you in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. You're constantly communicating. You're constantly staying in front of them. You're constantly staying in the forefront of their mind. They're going to be giving you the service that you need. They're going to be showing up to your jobs on time because in today's market, getting people to your job, as you know, is extremely freaking hard. And so if you could just keep the conversation alive with these guys all the time. I call people just to check in. I literally call people and say, I got nothing to talk to you about. Just calling to check in, see how you're doing. You guys busy? You stressed? Anything I can help with? How's the family? Literally just call them as I'm driving to say hello because they haven't been on one of my jobs for 2 weeks, 2 months, and I know I'm not going to see them on the next job for another 2 months. So it's a 4-month span that I'm not going to see them for because they're in a particular craft that framing, let's call it, where I'm only going to see them for specific times during a job. And so it's important to keep calling these guys and saying, hey, just thinking about you, just letting you know, like, hope you're having a good day. Like, as silly as that sounds, it goes a long way with people. It lets them know that you actually care about them, not only as a person, but you want to make sure that they are doing well in their business and if they're thinking about you, well, then you're going to be at the top of the list when you call and say, hey, I need you here now. There's a mistake. I made a mistake. You made a mistake. You got to show up. You got to make it right. You got to help me. I'm in a pinch. Please, please, please. They're going to do it because you are constantly communicating with them that they mean something to you and their opinion matters. They, as a person, their business, whatever it is, matters to you and your company, and you're appreciative of it. And that's the way that I stay proactive in our company, not reactive. And of course, you're going to be reactive. Shit happens in construction, but eliminating those risks of that kind of reactiveness is what you need to do because at the end of the day, we're all human and shit happens in construction, but we can put buffers in place to eliminate the majority of that. So we have a little bit more of a better day to day because construction's hard, it's stressful, and it's the greatest job on earth, let's be honest. So otherwise you wouldn't be doing it. And if you're still doing it and you're watching these YouTube channels, well, then get the hell out of construction. Go figure something else out because if you're not in this business loving it, then I don't know what you're doing because I love my job. Yeah, I have bad days, but you got to love your job. You got to love what you do, and you got to be proactive in your business if you're not going to have a shit show of a storm every single day. So that's my daily tip for you here, or I guess nightly tip, as you know, we're now in the fallback. The last fallback of life was a couple weeks ago. So we're back to regular life and no daylight savings. So that'll be a pleasant joy because it's like 6 p.m. and it's pitch black out here. So once again, reporting live from Park City in the 435. This is David Windsor with Mark Windsor Company, davidwindsor.com. Don't forget to go to that, get your downloadable templates, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, share this with your friends if you enjoy the content. If not, well then just find a new video. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.